Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be testing the new Apollo N in multiplayer. You may be able to tell how this car is going to perform already based on the title. So my rank is 1590, I have a tuning of 0505, and in Pro Kits we have, well, nothing. That is because I did not wish to waste V8s on this car, when, as you can see in this clip, you can win it with only max top speed and max nitro. This is the final time attack in the championship, and I was able to complete all the ones before this with this tune as well. So I just wanted to show you guys how I won it at this low of a tune, and the reason I did it was so I could farm V8 engines off the event, so I could pro out my Hycera GT, my Sin R1, which I've already made a video out of, and I've also farmed some V8s from the Zenvo Enduro Double Down, which, by the way, I quit with about 26,000 points. I was spending too many tokens on it. It just was not worth it to me. The car is no good, but don't worry, I will still be making a video about it. A good friend of mine on Purple Team, RPM Freeze, has recorded some races in it, and I will be making a video with that very soon. Here I am showing the final bit of the final grand finale of the championship for the Apollo N, in which I win the car. And even though the car is pretty much no good, I'm glad I was able to get this far through it so that I could get as many V8 engines as possible for more worthwhile cars. And here we can claim the Apollo N. So let's get right into the first race. This is probably one of the best underdog races that I have ever played. So in this race, there is a BMW M2 Special Edition and a BMW Homage, which, by the way, goes like 40 to 50 miles per hour faster than this car at this rank, and you will see he is starting to come up behind me extremely quickly. And when you're in a car that's a whole lot slower than one that's going to pass you, it's best to just go to the side and hope they pass you without knocking you down, which this guy didn't. Of course he knocked me down, but then, both the M2 Special Edition and the BMW Homage wrecked at the exact same place. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think one wrecked at one place, then the other one wrecked on his carcass. I probably overused that joke, and now I am in first place. Thankfully, this is only a one-lap race. However, this BMW Homage is coming up extremely fast behind me. I wasn't actually sure if I was going to be able to win or not, but thankfully, the finish line was just close enough that I was able to cross it in first position, beating a Homage and an M2 Special Edition in one race with a absolutely terrible multiplayer car. But you may be thinking, if it beat those cars, how can it be super terrible? This was basically a lucky race, and these other ones will show you how this car more usually performs. So in this race, as well as one or two after it, I believe, we come across another Homage. It might be the same one, I don't remember. It's a different color. I don't remember the name. But anyways, he trolls me in these and basically stops at the end and backs into the finish line. Just because he's so much faster, and he's like, nah, you're so much slower. I don't know what I just said. Needless to say, the Homage and any other multiplayer car around this rank is going to pretty much absolutely kill this car like 95% of the time. And he knocked me down, of course. I've noticed that Homage drivers are often quite aggressive, and because he's so much faster, he is now just flying off the map, and I have pretty much no chance to catch up to him. Even if he wrecks half a dozen times, he'll probably still win the race. It is kind of unfortunate that this car was given such a bad treatment in Asphalt 8, because in real life, it is a very nice car. The Apollo N, previously known as the Goompert Apollo, that was a nice barrel roll right there, it is a quite fast supercar. But then, just like the Bugatti, Gameloft ruined it, unfortunately. See, there, he was stopped there at the finish line, and he backed into it, and thankfully on this one I did not wreck into him, but just flew right past him. But in this race, he does the same thing, and, well, something a little bit different happens, as we will see. So, the one good thing about this car, basically, is that it has very good acceleration. It also has decent nitro efficiency. Its drifting isn't great. Its handling is okay. I mean, there's nothing, like, extremely terrible about this car besides its speed. It's fine to drive. But even at Max Pro, even though it has the highest rank in Class B of 1700, it's the first B-Class car to hit that rank, it is 10 or 11 miles per hour slower than the M2 Special Edition, which is, I want to say, 13 ranks lower at 1687. Now, the reason for this is because Really? I forgot about that. Anyways, the reason the M2 Special Edition is so much faster than this car is because it has a much higher tuning kit bonus. Now, the tuning kit bonus and how much speed is added by it is dependent mostly on the stock to Max Pro rank increase. The M2 SE has a very high... The M2 SE has a very high rank increase, whereas the Apollo N has a very low rank increase. Thus, the M2 SE gets 15 miles per hour added to it, while this car gets only about 5. And that is why this car is so bad at the top of B class. And to add insult to injury, it also had 2 token upgrades. Yes, mandatory token upgrades on a car that is no good. Thankfully, I was able to get them for free by buying the Spada Katatranka, I believe, which gave 2 free B upgrades in its mastery, and it was a newly turned credit car. So that was pretty nice. I wonder if they thought about that. Thankfully, the other Apollo car in this update is definitely a lot more useful. The new king of the game. The Apollo IE will be an R&D car, and Lucas, the Hot Dog 1, said in his stream today, at the time of recording this, that it would be in about a week. I'm not sure if that's speculation or if he knows when it will be, but just throwing that out there, because, I mean, we've already gone through 3 of the special events in this update, the Apollo N, the Zenvo ST1, and the current Vencer Sarth, and the only 3 ones left are the Apollo IE and the 2 bikes. And one of the bikes is secret, and I'm not sure if it will even actually come out in this update. So pretty much we probably have either the Kawasaki Ninja Championship or the Apollo IE after the Vencer. And wow, we have terrible matchmaking in this race. I will be trying to win the Vencer, even though it is probably practically the worst possible multiplayer car they could have added. Its starting rank to ending rank increase is like 130 or something. It's really bad. Anyways, I'm going to try to win it because you can win it with just max upgrades. I believe 0505 will probably be enough, like with this car, and I've already tuned it almost to that point. The main reason I want to go for it is because it uses forced induction V8 engines, which are used on the Trion Nemesis and the SLK Special Edition, both of which I hope to pro out. And even though I have a good amount of those engines right now, it definitely will not hurt to get more, because the Trion Nemesis uses a full 60 of them, and while I've gotten fairly close to proing it out, I also want to have enough to multiplayer tune the Landshark whenever I get that. I'm not sure when it will be, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be anytime soon, at least not before the next update drops, or if there's a lot of time at the end of this update after the Ninja and IE come. But I have gotten a lot of requests for it, so I would like to say that yes, I am planning to buy it and test it at some point. I'm just not sure when. I've also gotten requests for the Suzuki Hayabusa. I've already made a video about that one if you would like to check it out. I am planning on making another one, and the MP425, which I have at a rank of 1679 with a tuning of 10-0-10-10. And speaking of the MP425, there is one in this race that we beat, but he had no tuning kit. Still though, that car is faster than us, I believe, and of course I get knocked down at the beginning of the race. So yeah, I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone can now see that this is pretty much a terrible multiplayer car and should only be used in the most dire of cases. I mean, even the Mercedes-Benz Biome at Max Pro is probably better than this car. It's at the same rank, and I believe it does go faster. So yes, if you won this car, good job. You probably got a lot of V8s out of it, unless you actually put Pro Kits on it, in which case I feel sorry for you because this car is not worth using V8 engines on. So I said that I quit the Zenvo Championship. Now, I did manage to get a good amount of V8s from it because that car also uses V8s. Thank goodness I did not use any on it. And I now have enough to max pro the Corvette Grand Sport, which is going to be a bit expensive, but I hope to do that before the Apollo drops, although I doubt I'm going to get to it. But we will see about that. I'm definitely going to test it at Max Pro at some point. So yes, the Apollo N is a very bad car. Thank you all for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt 8 content. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!